Alrighty. So it's been like somewhere in the realm of a week since I played Total War last, and I wanted to continue along with my Roman Conquest campaign. Maharbal, Carthaginian cavalry commander. Anyways, getting into my previous memory of the game. What we had going on was there's some Ligurians here, Genoa. I don't know how I want to deal with them. It would be nice to take them out now, because we're kind of not gonna really have an army to sort of defend the north. Because I want to use both of these two brothers to take Alalia here. So I'm not too sure. We have 2 turns until the Manipular Barracks is done. And then I'll take probably somewhere around another 2 turns before we can get all of our troops fully recruited. Real quick, want to check out what we're going to go with. So I want to do 5 Principes per army, so each of these armies, and then potentially 2, maybe 3 Equites. It'd be most ideal to go with 3 because we have 2 Velete units for each of these armies. Let's see how long it's going to take them up to heal up. So 4 turns, that's fine because we're going to stay here for 4 turns. They were the lowest health units, so we're chilling. Check out diplomacy, make sure we're at war with everyone. Just need to constantly try and remember that. Legio 3 down here, and Legio 4. 2 more turns until they get the auxiliary camps. So we just want to save up our money for a while. Yes.
At your command.
Okay. Don't really think anything too interesting is going to happen. We ended at the end of a turn in the last episode, so let's go ahead and end our turn finally. Oh yeah, we beat the Veneti. I believe we killed one of their commanders and got a pretty significant amount of casualties to their armies. Gonna end the turn. And it looks like they're actually gonna come for us here. That's kind of insane. Let's go ahead, and I guess we kind of have no option but to fight on the battlefield. Oh, you know what? I never turned on, what's it called? Well, I mean, since I didn't turn it on, I guess I can use this quick save and whatnot, like scrum saving. I meant to turn on Iron Man mode or whatever it's called in this game, but I mean, I don't know how this is even close to being a lost fight. We have way better troops? Not really. They actually have some troops that can kind of keep up with our Hastati units here. Yeah, they kind of do have the upper hand here. Gonna have to play our cards right. Let's go ahead and fight this on the battlefield, I guess. But it's roughly even. I mean, we have as many troops as them. Kind of like the same build here a little bit. Well, not really. Kind of. Either way. So what's nice about being the defenders is we can see...
Yours to command.
Sorry, what their plans are. So let's go ahead, set up for defense somewhere around here. Oops. I want to be able to use all of our ranged units effectively. So let's sort of try and hide them here.
Happy to serve Rome.
So there's these guys. We'll actually just wait a second. We have some Principes, really nice. And on top of that, this guy is a commander, I believe. Maybe not. No, not really. But still, we're gonna go ahead and put them in the mix. Somewhere right in the middle, I'd say.
Melee troops. Principes. Brave Romans to a man. Sons of Mars.
Principes. them right up here in the front.
Orders understood.
Attacking Testudo, don't really need that. Make sure both of these guys are on
Hastati! On
guard mode.
watch!
Yes, okay. Let's see here.
Jupiter gives us
And
strength!
control
Break
G
formation.
these guys. These 3 units, we're gonna kind of have them positioned in the back.
Stay in
Control 3 them.
formation!
And then we have the commander. Let's go ahead and put him in defensive Testudo. I kind of want to. Let's turn this unit around so that the general's in the back.
Yes,
What we
Commander!
can do is put them in square,
Square
actually.
formation!
And let's go ahead and just toss them way up here in the front. So, hopefully this cluster of troops is enough to kind of repel any attack that comes. I mean, it's really, really cluttered, but I mean, I figure an ancient battlefield probably would be. Now,
Rory!
the most effective way to use your plebeians is to have them chase off like the slingers, because the AI, they sort of will try and get their missile units away from your melee. So these are considered a melee unit, even though the plebeians would probably, like, they'd 100% lose. Even if we had these 231 unit troops attacking their Celtic slingers, the Celtic slingers would win. Like, I guarantee it. But because the AI is kind of programmed to make them run away, make infantry units run from any melee unit, then what will happen is we'll sort of be able to chase away their units. They'll end up killing the plebeians once they're like far away from the city, but at least we won't have to deal with them. So let's sort of position them, I guess. Right here's probably fine. And then we have the Rari. Now, how to use the Rari? They're a square formation. That's the best way to use them. And I guess we can put them just sort of on one side of the
In the
commander.
name of Rome!
And I believe that's every unit. So our ranged units, we want them to kind of come around this way. Hopefully they're hidden. I want them to come around this way and get off some flanking fire. The plebs, sort of the same thing.
By your command!
We'll use them to run around, and honestly, in tandem with our Velete units, the plebeians might be able to score some pretty good kills, honestly, if they attack with the rest of the
eyes of the Senate and all Rome
ranged
are
units
upon
we
us
have here in
today.
melee.
We must make them proud that we are their defenders. More than that, our Roman gods are watching.
Anyway, so if they charge this infantry unit, they're probably going to try and just throw their javelins at us. But actually, the Hastati units will actually throw theirs once they get really close enough. If they try and charge into this, we have a lot of spear units, the Raris on the right side, so it's going to be really dumb if they do. Looks like they're moving around some units to a flank, so let's deal with this. What we're going to do is honestly have these guys position. Okay, I have an idea. Yes, this could be kind of smart. So what we're going to do is okay, here's what we do. We get not our Veletes, but the 2 levy units. Let's pull them here. Oh man, we need to stay on top of this like objective here, a little flag. I guess we can hold here. The Veletes. Let's pull them even further in. Put them on toggle fire at will. We don't want them just wasting ammo for no reason. Or if it's not like a good moment to attack. Let's pull the plebs, I guess, all the way inside as well. That is fine. And so once this initial cavalry charges dealt with, we'll pull the Rari units back and have them defend this side. Well, I guess they have to defend out into the square, but still. Let's play and see what happens. Lots of their units are getting smoked. Now they're trying to charge into Rari, which is absolutely terrible idea. Let's go ahead and watch this from the commander's perspective. It looks like the cavalry didn't end up doing the charge. We're losing a lot of arrows to the wall there. Not great. And initial cavalry unit dealt with. I see a pretty good usage of our spears, our javelins. It looks like roughly maybe around half their army is going to try and flank here. All the melee. And what's this? Short swords. Okay. New plan. Changing everything up. Let's go ahead and pull all these guys to here. Set up a bit of a dynamic defense. Let's pull every single ranged unit and the plebs out to the side of the city. Have them form up sort of in squares. We don't want them to be like in a long awkward rectangle like this and then have them move, because they'll kind of like snake around. The troops in the back will be lagging, like the troops at the back of the formation, and then it'll just take like, it's just really messy. They won't get into formation quick enough, and then firing their ranged weapons is going to be like a bit awkward as well. So try and put everyone into nice neat squares here. That should be good. So just like that, we're breaking away. Now let's watch this in slow-mo. Let's see how the ranged units are hitting us. Yeah, that is hurting. We kind of have no way to deal with these ranged units. We don't have cavalry, which is a bit sad. Like if we had some cavalry units, we could send out something initial like all of our light units and then have the cavalry charge in afterwards, clean these guys up, but we are not afforded that luxury quite yet. So we need to come up with a plan to deal with everything. So I want a ranged attack with our javelins into the short swords backside. We are hitting them shield side, which isn't great. So if you notice, all of these troops from our perspective, their shields on the right side. So if we send ranged units to come at the right side, it's going to be less effective. But should still be fine. We're definitely going to do it. Maybe try and get troops like actually all the way behind them. And then, well, you know what we could even do? We could actually completely ignore the short swords with our light infantry and just send all of our light infantry to engage theirs, freeing up a lot of our troops. Because the short swords, I doubt they're going to be able to make it through this wall here. And so now we are tasked with defending this plaza here with 3 units of Hastati units against a cavalry charge. Not going to be the best, but as long as they can deal with them quickly enough, then all of their melee infantry shouldn't be too big of an issue. So let's just continue to let things move along a little bit. They're still going to throw their javelins, which is nice. As you can see, they're rearing up. Maybe they're putting their shields up. Either way, we should see a pretty good javelin throw here. They're probably running pretty low on javelins, though. Oof, man, we're losing a lot of infantry. Principes are still alive and kicking. So, now that everyone's kind of out here, let's drag them all over here. Maybe with these guys real quick, what we can try and do is form up to kind of create a very dense location here. Get these 2 guys and have them defend from here. Hopefully that's decent. Yeah, there's no way that this short sword unit's going to do any damage here. It's a matter at all. three kind of movements going on at the same time. What is this? Spear nobles, they're probably never going to enter the fight, honestly. Like, fighting's just going to be done before they ever get a chance to really contribute. Short swords are losing pretty decisively. Very good. We're not losing too many infantry, which is what we want. This is the first line, right? Line 1. This is Hastati unit. Still got 132 troops. I put the two most healthy units in the front. So as you can see, they're starting to trickle down to the second line's strength, which isn't great, but hopefully we'll still be okay. Whichever side of the Hastatis that this cavalry charges, the other one, this other flank, we're going to have them kind of move around to a flank, and they'll throw their javelins, so lots of stuff going on here. So it looks like they're definitely going for the left side, so let's pull these guys here. We don't really need the javelins to deal with the melee infantry anyways. I'm pretty sure we outclass them. So now let's go ahead and do a full charge here. The healthy Velete unit will have them select a different Celtic Slinger force. So this should be good. The plebeians are going to just fully charge into these Celtic Slingers. All of our units are focusing this front one. Our completely healthy unit is going to focus another one. And then the third Celtic Slingers will deal with them once the initial two are dealt with. So let's see what's going on here. Looks like they're taking some casualties. Not great. We want to deal with them before. Oh, they're doing like cycle charging, which is really good. And let's go ahead and just fully engage. Let's go ahead and choose our commander here and have him boost up one of our units somewhere. I kind of want to do this Velete unit. Let's select them, have them run. I don't know why they're not running. Inspire. So we're going to inspire these Velete units here. Hopefully it's going to help out. Either way, I don't really care what happens to these plebs, but it would be nice if they got some kills before they ended up perishing. Like, this isn't a one fight for them. Let's go ahead and have these guys pull back, actually. Let's go ahead and hit backspace. Hit guard mode. Strength. You 3. This one. Okay. That should be fine there. So we're not wasting any javelins. Their light horse is actually putting up a pretty good fight here, which kind of sucks. The short swords are moving in. Now would probably be the time. Let's pull our commander. And this is dot unit. On over. Choose our commander, take him out of square formation. Like these guys. That should be fine there. What I would like to do is, once all of these 3 units here are finished, take maybe the Principes and have them move up and try and deal with the slingers. Let's go and choose the Principes and have all of these guys march forward into them. Rari. Celtic Slingers are finally being dealt with. Not Celtic Slingers, but they're light Celtic cavalry. So in guard mode, our ranged units are going to stand still even if the enemies are fleeing. So they're never going to not be moving forward here. Let's choose plebeian. Have them be the sacrifices. Hopefully we can still deal with these short swords here. So as you can see, the melee units moving in is making their ranged units like kind of freak out here. So all we gotta do is keep on cycling these guys in and out. Let's go over here. Oh, looks like things are developing exponentially. Let's go ahead and put these guys in a formation like this. Get these guys along with everyone else and have them form up here. Maybe even like this. Okay. Hopefully that serves well. Hopefully our units aren't too... No, they're still fresh. That's good. Pretty quick battle that just happened. Form up everyone. Oh. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. So we're gonna have these guys charge here, these guys charge here. Watch us all in slow motion again. Killed off a couple of them, a couple of their units. Hopefully this short sword falls here. Short sword. Let's get these two guys. Have them just straight up engage in melee. The other two, let's have them focus this. Actually, these guys. Focus this. Send this Histata unit here. Rari, send them here. The Principes will have them just kind of back up this area here. So now everyone's in a pretty decent spot, I'd say. Let's go ahead and put our commander into... This isn't our commander. This is our commander. Let's put him in a square here in a second. Right about now. Form up, guys. Form up. I don't know if they're going to be able to get all the way into formation in time. Oh, just in time. Perfect. Okay. So these choke points are pretty deadly for the enemies. Like, there's kind of no chance that they win this. This unit over here is still fleeing. The plebeians are giving up. That is a-okay, though. One Histata unit should be more than enough to deal with those guys. Still send in our ranged weapons at a distance, which is really good. Already send them here. Let's choose all of these guys here and have them all target this Celtic unit because these guys are going to flee, maybe even die. Come back, check out this front. Get our commander, inspire the right side flank. It looks like they're picking up larger brunt of the blow. Combat even up against mercenary Celtic warriors. Short swords, more mercenary Celtic warriors, so kind of an issue. Shatter that unit. Honestly, the Rari, not much use to us, so we're gonna just have them chase literally until one of these two units dies here. And then let's get, I guess, all of these units and have them charge these Celtic slingers as well. Let's go ahead and bring our Principes back to here. Hopefully we can make it in time to make a difference. And honestly, let's get our slingers, have them run to this hillside here. Hopefully this unit doesn't, like, regroup. That wouldn't be great. This Histata unit, let's pull them back to here for now. These plebeians, they're gonna end up dying, but I mean, screw it. As long as we don't gotta deal with slingers on our flank, I'm happy to make that sacrifice. Let's check out this army's taking a pretty decent amount of casualties. Not great. Definitely need to get over here with something. And these guys run. Have everyone run. Need to move. Uh-oh. Looks like these guys are going to try and be a nuisance. Let's have the two levy units do skirmish fighting. So they're going to throw their spears, then run away, throw their spears, run away. Hopefully it'll be enough. There goes some javelins through the air. Total misses. Every single one of those is a whiff. That's crazy. And there comes the casualties. Very good. It would be nice. I should get one of them and have them kind of go this way. And then we'll try and make the other one go this way. Don't get caught. Come on. Don't be stupid. Oh. They make it out. Wow. I mean, I could just have the Histata unit deal with them real quick. Everyone else come this way. Let's get these two Velete units, have them charge all the way down here. They're going to be kind of our saving grace, hopefully. Starting to take some pretty significant casualties. Yellow, yellow, not great. Let's get this Principe unit in. It looks like on the left side here, it's going to be more important that we get troops there. Rory is still chasing. Lebs are still out there chasing. Stati units, let's have them charge straight at their spear nobles. Principes, we'll have them charge at these Celtic warriors here. High threat, I wonder what that means. High threat. High threat. High threat. Looks like we've kind of evened everything out a bit. Let's get our commander, hopefully he's still kicking. Have these guys move up right here and be a nuisance. Maybe it's best to relieve the right side flank from this perspective. Have them relieve these troops here. So have them come around, kill all these guys, and then all together they'll envelop these forces. Actually, it's probably a good idea. Send. Actually, yeah, they're still going for the spear nobles. That's good. Hopefully the Rari can catch up to them and still be able to damage them. Because slingers, light infantry, they don't really like burn a lot of their stamina. As we can see, our Rari are winded. Their troops are still only active. And the plebeians are going to all perish pretty soon. But hopefully by then we've won the battle. Alrighty, everyone, get into position. Maybe best to do something like that. And maybe something like that. Okay. These guys, I forgot to move them. Okay. I mean, this looks decent. Principes are up here in front, being a bit of a problem for the enemy. So everything on this side, like inside this wall, is really, really, really strong. These units out here are going to suffer a bit more. So let's actually have this Hastati unit come over here. We'll have them kind of swing around the right side there. Starting to get some Veleta units moved in. Let's have them deal with these Celtic warriors first off. And maybe it'd be a good idea to do flaming shot here into the flank of this force here, just to deal some extra morale damage to them. Make them give up just a little bit quicker. Having flaming arrows thrown into your flank is probably pretty demoralizing. So I hate the pathfinding with certain units, like, it just seems so messy, like, sometimes they don't really want to do what you tell them to do. It looks like we are getting the throws off, which is really, really good. So already, instantly, as soon as some of them start coming in, they're starting to give up because it's such a direct flank fire that it's going to cause a lot of casualties very, very quickly. Every single one of these arrows is hitting, dealing lots of damage, so they're going to give up. And already they've shattered. So let's get these two units, have them fire at their nobles. Then let's get these two guys, have them kind of form up here. Let's get one in front of the other, I guess. Maybe just kind of all cluster together is probably fine. Spear nobles, now the spear nobles, even though they're really, really tanky, they're actually going to start taking a pretty decent amount of casualties, which is really, really good. As you can see, the flank fire dealing lots of damage. Hopefully our commander's still kicking. He is. We can just choose maybe the Principes here and have them actually advance into the enemy force. And as you can see over here, the plebeians are all gone. They ended up dying. Hopefully the Rari are able to sustain. We should have had one of these levies chase down this Celtic warrior. That would have been ideal. We don't really want friendly fire. Let's see if it's happening. I mean, these red guys right here might end up dying. Oh, it looks like a mass waiver. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of their guard mode. Let's go ahead and choose melee and just have them melee the fleeing forces. Have these guys all just straight up advance. Break our general out of a square. Oops. Them advance. Brinketes, have them advance. These two units deal with those remaining short swords. And even though our troops are outclassed here in the melee, because the enemy's fleeing the battlefield, they just get off a bunch of free kills. So our troops are not going to take really any casualties here while we clean them up, which is pretty good. Let's check in on the Rari. I mean, they outclass them in melee, but who knows how this fight will go. They're just so winded, tired. The enemy's winded. Combat even. So even though we're outclassing them, they're just so tired that the battle is actually pretty close. Choose these guys here. And this is just a textbook example of a total war battle, I must say. Let's get these guys all here. The healthy one, we'll put them kind of in the back. So hopefully our unit doesn't get like kited here too much. The enemy's still fleeing, but it might bring us over into these Celtic slingers, which would definitely be pretty detrimental. So we're gonna go ahead and actually just pull them back. I mean, they are the levy unit that's gonna be garrisoned here anyways. Like, we don't really need to worry about them, but I'd rather not have to worry about them at all. Who are these guys? Short swords. Let's have them, my troops, engage their fleeing short swords in melee. Remember, just more free kills for our light infantry. And man, their spear nobles are, well, they're exhausted, but they're holding up a pretty good fight. Attacked in the rear, attacked on all sides. Everyone move in just a little bit closer. With the general dying, I have a feeling that the rest of the troops might end up completely giving. Still pretty... Oh, they're winning. Our unit's losing. Maybe we form up in this square. I don't know if while being attacked that's a good idea. We'll try. Let's actually watch them here. Maybe if they fully get into square they can actually win this? Not sure. It gives them like melee defense, I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're a garrison unit anyways, but gotta take every victory we can. The more of their units we kill, the less enemy units will be on our borders. I think they are going to win this now. All it took was getting in formation. Let's go and check in on... Nope, they're definitely going to lose. That's fine. They've shattered. But we have won the battle pretty much. Let's go ahead and pull our ranged units out. I think they're actually kind of swinging the fight in their favor. Uh-oh. That's not good. Mercenary Celtic warriors have regrouped. Let's go ahead and pull... Oh man, this is kind of sketchy here. Let's go ahead and do this. And we'll watch. Let's watch this in normal speed, I think. Have these guys throw their spears, keep on kiting. Enemy troops are kind of making their way back into the battlefield, but I think it's long too late. Nice, okay.
General!
General! Oof. I don't know how Ancient battlefields really well. I wonder if there were anything like this. Make sure nothing terrible's happening on the backside. We are getting slingers to hit us in the rear, I think. Are they firing? No. Yes, they are. They're firing in our flank. Can we just charge them down? Okay. So finally they have shattered. Everything else seems to be shattering as well. Let's pull all these troops. Oh, we win the battle. Cool, so we're just gonna hit continue. Oh, sorry, not continue. We're just gonna hit in battle. We only lost 400, and they lost most of their armies, including their generals. Let's see what had our most kills. Our melee infantry was dealing a lot of damage there. But the AI said we should have lost that, but we ended up winning it pretty hard. And our melee infantry troops are starting to rack up kind of a lot of experience, which is good. 400 troops ended up losing, but we killed like 1,000 of them, so it's pretty good. We have a lot of money right now, which is nice. Let's go and level up our commander. So I remember I was gonna do, I think, level 3 strategist, I think. No, I wanted siegecraft level 3, logistics level 3, so that's gonna be 6, 7. So then we'd have 3 more points for something, right? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then maybe tactician level 2? Yes, that's it. So we're gonna do tactician level 2. Okay, so there's that. Household expands. Gnaeus has a hosta. 2% morale for all units. Nice. Consecrated ground in Arminum. Either way, we're gonna save up money for just a little bit longer here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is not good. So, an army from Syracuse is on its way, and all we have is a commander and a handful of levies. What else do we have? So 4 levies, Rari Principes, 2 plebeians, and our commander. So we might have to do some. Let's see here. Oh man, look at this, dude. Look how many freaking armies are out here. I wonder if they're ever going to engage each other. Lots of troops, which isn't great. I mean, they could try and siege Neapolis, but I think we'll end up being alright. This is getting kind of spooky though. 4 units until they are fully replenished, that's fine. And I mean, I hate to even consider it, but we might have to hire mercenaries to defend us. Some mercenary hoplites, some Thureos spears, Thurios spears, and some veteran hoplites. Could definitely swing the battle in our favor. The Syracuse armies are going to be a lot of spear units. So, you know what? We're not in danger of being attacked on that side at all. So let's consider moving these guys here.
Make haste, men.
Nothing can take Brundisium. I'm not sure if at the end of my last turn I checked this, but just gotta make sure we're at war with everyone.
Yes.
Hopefully Neapolis is fine. These armies up here probably are going to be okay. And let's see. Let's hire some mercenaries, I guess. I mean, I'm not psyched about it. It's a lot of money that we're not going to He's saving, but let's see what this does. 3,000 ducats. That's a pretty beefy army. And on defense, we should definitely win the battle. So let's go ahead and hire them all. These Tarantine cavalry are really nice. They're going to be able to throw spears or throw... Are they throwing spears? I think they shoot. No. Either way, really good for us. 14, 10 here, 3 more there, 13. Then Consentia has another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So it should be a fairly even fight if they end up attacking us there. Not really worried about it though. I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and end this turn. This sucks because not only did we spend like half of our treasury, we're also not making any money this turn, which really sucks because in the next turn we're going to have access to our units. So let's go ahead, I guess, just end turn for now, see how things turn out. Ligurians want a peace treaty. No, thank you. Oh, look at this. The Syracuse army, where did they go? They went all the way back to their... That's crazy, man. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Disband all of them. Who's this? An enemy spy. They are Dewey. We need to move. What the heck? For some reason they can't move as far. Should be fine. We'll force march them into Brundisium. Not great. Should be alright though. Because Brundisium now has an auxiliary camp giving them 2 extra Hastati units. So 2 Hastati on top of a Principe, 2 Rari, and then the general's unit. They should be able to defend almost indefinitely. This is a scary looking scene, honestly. I've never seen it get this bad. Oh yeah, look at that. They have a lot of troops here. That's spooky. I mean, if they all attack together, could be in a pretty rough spot.
At your command.
Either way, let's start leveling these guys up. Oh man, it's gonna be expensive. You know what? I really want to build all of that up, but I think it's gonna be more imperative to start getting our Saki Hastati units. Because look at that, they only cost $48 per turn. That's so crazy, man. So let's go ahead and pick up. There's their entire Saki Hastati like unit there. This is an entire army. Next up, all we gotta do is, let's see here. Auxiliary barracks gives us extraordinary. And then I guess the final unit will be auxiliary infantry, which are way better than Rari, but they're not like too crazy. Either way, it's gonna be really cheap. So front line Saki Hastati, second line Saki Extraordinari, third line will be auxiliary infantry. Maybe even 2 lines of Saki Hastati units. That might be good. Something I never really considered. Either way, there's that unit, or this army's getting built up. I mean, I want to do some more leveling in this area, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. Let's go ahead and force march this unit to Neapolis. With this army here, we should be able to defend rather soundly. I guess we can start getting the Principes, but they're like almost 3 times as expensive as the Saki Hastati units. Maybe we'll just get the Equites here.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
Because Equites aren't as expensive as the Principes. Yeah, we'll just... Honestly, I don't even know. There's so many decisions that we need to make right now. The Equites will be really good because we can use them. They're like a pretty decent average attack, weak defense, low damage, but average armor pen, so they're going to be able to attack enemy, like heavily armored enemy units. On top of that, of course, they're going to be really good charging into ranged units. Cavalry testudo, just in case they start to get starting to get picked off by enemy ranged units. This will allow them to defend for a while. Flying wedge, really good. Let's see what it does. Charge bonus, melee attack. Acceleration, melee defense. Okay. So flying wedge is perfect for any charge where the enemy isn't like braced for you. I mean, we're doing alright. I want to try and take a lolly over here, but it's gonna be rough. I don't know how we're gonna deal with this large naval force on our border.
Ready for battle.
On the next turn, we will get,
Ready for
what is this,
Commander.
Legio 2? Legio 4.
At your command.
We'll get their units all put together. Let's see, how much does it cost for the Saki Histati? 330. You know what? Let's get rid of these. You know what I'm thinking? I'm kind of thinking like... No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Construction report. There's all of our new barracks. Executioner. Encourage populace. Hidden agent exposed. What I was going to say is maybe it would be better just to do nothing but auxiliary camps everywhere, even in Rome, and just start building these auxiliary units up, but I mean, honestly, I think we'll be okay without it. They're just so expensive to try and get the nicer units. But I think right here, right now, we're in a decent spot. We're defending everything, still building up strength. Soon we'll be stronger than like everyone else, but right now what I want to do is wait a turn, save up our money just a little bit more. Get all of the Saki Histati units built up. Maybe each of these, yeah, we're gonna go 10 for each of these legions here, so let's give it a little bit of time here then. Kinda nervous. Hopefully they don't attack Neapolis here, hopefully no one attacks a northern settlement. Looks like some of the enemies are fleeing, which is really good for us. That's really good, look at all of them leave. They spotted a weakness, they couldn't exploit it. Peace negotiated between Sparta and Epirus. Our spy levels up. Let's check diplomacy, make sure I didn't miss anything. We're still good. Okay, look at that. We're starting to build up a significant amount of strength. Put these guys on this. So now we can recruit another 5 units there. That's really nice.
We hunger for battle.
Put them in none. Make sure we can't get attacked. Can't really see if we can be attacked or not, so we'll leave Legio 1 here for a little bit longer. I really want to pick up these Principe units, like so bad. We could buy all 5, but it's really expensive. Let's just wait until we can straight up do it for both armies. Oh no. That's not good. So now we have to move these guys. I mean, maybe we can do this. Can we do this? We don't even need to. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Let's move these guys over, right?
At your command.
Let's recruit. Let's get all the Principe script.
Soldiering. It's a
There's
good
5
life.
for this army. That's so expensive. But the Principes are going to be really strong. So having them now is, I guess, fine, honestly. 127 times 5 is looking like, what is that, 625, a little bit over that. 625 taken from this, that's alright.
At your command.
Okay.
We hunger
Recruiting there.
Ready for battle.
Steady here. Perfection. Let's go ahead and wait another turn. Check diplomacy first. Still good. Research is moving up to auxiliary barracks next. So we could build the auxiliary barracks here. It's going to take kind of a lot of food, which we don't have quite yet, so definitely won't do it now. But leveling that up will give us the Saki Equites, which will be nice. We could even do Equites Extraordinary, because the upkeep cost is gonna be so low, 140 divided by 2, but it's always gonna be a little bit higher, I think. So it'll be probably around 80-ish, 80 ducats per turn, pretty decent as compared to these guys, which is gonna be like around 60-ish. So 20 ducats more, but not too sure. So yeah, 2 rows of Saki Histati units, and then the general will be in the center with 2 Saki Extraordinary on each flank, right? Then of course they have their levy units, 2 of them, and then 3 cavalry units is what each of these armies is going to be built up to. So they're going to be pretty powerful. If this enemy army attacks, we'll be a bit caught out here. But if they don't, then, oh man, that could be a lot of money wasted. How's the city itself doing, Velethri here? There's a way to see right here. Everything's about half strength, maybe a little bit less. Okay, so all we gotta do is hope that the enemy doesn't attack here. Everything's still being defended, still in a pretty good spot. Our spy leveled up. Let's go ahead and choose her work. Could probably just do network part 2. And local region, parent army. Let's just do network part 2. Level 2.
We hunger for battle. At your command.
So for 5 of these units, only 250 bucks. That's crazy, man. So we could potentially have 5 times 5, 25 of these guys marching around on our map. Let's go ahead and hit enter. See how things turn out. Quadruple, quintuple check. Make sure we're at war with everyone. Still are. Okay, now all we gotta do is hope they don't spoil our recruitment efforts. Cool. Research complete. Training reforms. Very good. Household expands. A Parma. Very good. Battlefield runner. Alright. A Gladius. Very, very good. Another Gladius. Gnaeus. Valmal. Lucius. Julius Lebo. Trustworthy. Okay. Inspired population. Very decent. Principes and Saki. Histati units. Electra. A spy. Has been found out.
Ready for battle. At your command.
What's going on here? Honestly, I have a feeling that this force here would be able to squash even an entrenched enemy formation. Now we gotta do is kind of hope that the Veneti don't come attack us in Araminum. Let's see if these guys would be able to make it. They would, but only if they were force marched. So these guys are doing alright. That's a pretty defensible position that they're holding. Like, nothing can really attack us here. Checking on our technology we're going with. All of the siege tech, right? So let's go all the way to engineering. We could do this, but again, too much food for us to handle right now.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
Honestly, let's go ahead and purchase. That is all of our money there. Pretty intense. 115 times 5. What is that? 4 15s is 60, so 75. 575. 575 taken from our income. Doing alright. We'll have just enough to purchase 2 more rows of Saki Histati units. And then these forces, honestly, like together, they could take like all of Syracuse, I think. Even though this force here is like huge, we're gonna have an even larger force. We're gonna have, what is this, 20 Saki Histati units, 2 generals, 4 levies. Should be able to deal with this. They won't have any cavalry though, so maybe it's best that they stay on defense for a bit.
At your command.
13 there, 13 there. Very, very strong forces going on. Maybe on the next turn what I do instead is actually get all of our cavalry we need. I think we could purchase all of it. Real quick, let's check how much it's going to cost. 490. Now we'll be able to slowly chip it all together, but maybe we wait to engage at Alalia until we have cavalry. It's probably our best bet. Either way, a lot of people were gaining various tools. This one's got a Hosta. Let's go ahead and change that to a Gladius. You know what? Maybe a Parma. Having armor on our troops will make them kind of invulnerable to enemy ranged attacks. It would be really nice if we had 2 Parmas. But because we have 2 Gladiuses instead, I think I'm going to make them both carry around a Gladius. Legionary Patera. Give this guy a Watch Goose. Our brother. See if anyone is deserving of a promotion. No one is. And yeah. Oh, you know what? I never married, which isn't great. But anyways, kind of out of money. We don't have a whole lot of options now, but we've secured our position. So let us go ahead and hit and turn again. If we wait 2 turns, then we'll have enough money for all the cavalry. So 2 turns. And what kind of sucks is we can only have 4 armies. So I think what I might end up doing is leaving one of the 2 brothers' armies in Rome. And if we do that, then that will hopefully allow the other brother to come and claim Alalia, which is going to be a bit difficult because they're going to have a full strength army. We're going to be on offense, going into a city. On top of that, like, just so many little things. Who are these people? Do we know them? No, I don't think so, right? Really hope not. No, still good. Either way. Yeah, it's just kind of tricky. We're attacked like on all sides and we don't really have enough forces to really push our advantage. Okay, let's hit play. Nothing else we can do on this turn. Hopefully enemies continue to withdraw. If we have some breathing room, then that's our moment to try and take some more land for ourselves. Hidden agent exposed, quartermaster's report, Principes, action destroy Tylus. Nice, look at these dudes. We can purchase 1 unit's entire force of Equites. Decisions. They're still recruiting, I believe, over here. Oh man, it's rough.
We hunger for battle.
I mean, these guys, they're fine. They can defend, so I'm not even gonna worry about them right now. Let's see what technology we're getting next. Ooh, we could build battering rams and tortoises. So if we build the tortoise, I think that'll allow us to take Corrales pretty easily. Yes, I think our moment is opening up. Enemy transports. This kind of sucks. Like, now is a good moment, but kind of in a rough spot. An enemy fleet here, the Hydra's head. So I want to recruit their cavalry here. 100% want to do that. And then the next couple turns I want to sail over to the backside of... Which one's Sardinia? I think Sardinia is the big one. I want to sail over to this beach here in Corsica. And then take Alalia. That would be absolutely wonderful. But who knows if we'll be able to do it. Let's send these guys to Rome just in case they need to defend somewhere else. Enemy transports are moving in. We're gonna have to move these guys then. I think I'm paying enough attention to notice we need to go to Arminum. Because this force right here would definitely take our minimum on their next turn. Defenses, defenses, defenses.
Your orders?
In a pretty rough way, though.
Ready for orders.
Can these guys move all the way? I have a good feeling that they can make it all the way into Neapolis together. Brundisium isn't in danger of being attacked right now. We could just go for Apollonia here.
Ready for battle.
This is a small town. I think we could honestly take this with
We hunger for
this.
battle.
Well, don't really have a lot.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, we'll just give it time. Don't need to push things. Make sure we're at war with everyone. Okay. So here comes their cavalry. Rome's in like a really defended spot, so I think we're good there. It would be nice to get some more units for our navy here. Could hire some mercenary Illyrian raiders, but
At your command.
okay. Screw it. Let's see what next turn brings. Oh no, look at that. People want us to research philosophy. A flagrum. I've never seen that. +1 authority. Syracuse, I think we can
Commander.
move this army up to defend.
March until your feet bleed. Then march some more.
And march some more. Hopefully the Ardewie shouldn't be able to make it all the way to us on their next turn, so
Ready for battle.
let's go ahead and pull these guys, I guess, back to Rome.
I want hourly patrols.
What is this? Enemy transports. This is spooky. Look at that, we're completely surrounded here in Neapolis, but now we have a defending
hunger
army,
for
so
battle.
should be able to put up a good fight in case one breaks out. Brundisium, still good here. Honestly, we kind of don't need this troop here, so we're gonna put them in
On the move.
the forest here.
Is that
So that way on their next turn, they'll be able to defend anything. Anything that the enemies come for, without having to go into forced march.
ready for orders?
Legio 1 here, defending Rome.
At your command.
And unless we're attacked on multiple fronts, this army here, like if one army's coming for Arminum, then they can go defend it. One army's coming for Velletri, they can defend it. One army's coming for Neapolis, they can defend it. But the second that we get attacked on multiple sides, this army will no longer be sufficient. We'll need more armies. So that's why we need to try and make it to the next, what is this thing called? Imperium level, like ASAP. Because then we'll have 2 more armies to help defend. And you can imagine if we had just 2 more armies, that would be the 2 brothers' armies would be completely freed up right now. They could just go do whatever they wanted. So taking Sardinia and Corsica is going to be very, very
We
important.
hunger for battle.
I think these guys got it. Where are we sitting? Yep, we just need the 4 Triari units, and this army is completely decked out. Triari are very expensive though, so maybe we can get it once they fully rotate back. Now this is what's spooky, is I want to move to this beach here, right?
At your command. Waiting for orders.
In Cerubes. And we know who they are, no.
I will listen carefully.
Oh man, see this enemy transport? I'm just hoping that there's not an enemy navy out here ready to destroy us. That would be the most sad.
To the ships.
Double time, men. Come on, we need to move. They can make it in 3 turns, that blows.
Turning to shore.
Either way,
Commander.
still
Ready for
surrounded on all
battle.
sides. No one's coming for either of our northern cities. No one's coming for either of our southern cities. So we're good. We're good right now. Let's just save money for a bit of time.
We hunger for battle.
No, I never hit the next button. I'm
Ready
done.
for orders.
Either way, still in a really good position. Let's hit play then. Well, quintuple check. Alright. Let's hit play. Okay, enemies are pulling away from Neapolis. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Can. The enemy roam freely in this region. The legions have failed to halt them thus far. Something must be done. -5 senators. Oh no. So this is our moment to... Oh no, they're poised in like the most perfect position. Hopefully, yeah, these guys can make all the way to Arminum, and Legio 1 can actually almost completely catch the Ligurians.
At your command.
Hopefully Neapolis stands after this turn. That's all that we really are worried about. As long as this isn't... Oh, that is an enemy fleet, man. And they can hit us next turn. Well, not if we make landfall. Can we make landfall?
The ship cannot go
Oh,
there.
come on, make landfall. Please. They made
Gathering
landfall.
supplies.
Wow. So it looks like on the next turn we're taking Alalia. If I pull this off correctly, there's no way that they can stop us. So we just need to make it to that next turn. A new hidden agent, trait gain. This, that. Okay. This guy's poised to kind of defend 3 locations at once. This is a tall order. Kind of nervous about Neapolis. Alright, nothing else really I want to do on this turn, so... Let's see, let's hope. Cross our fingers. Oh, I should have checked if we met anyone new. Hopefully we didn't. Recruit a champion. Anyone new, please? No. No, we're good. Okay. Looks like everyone's leaving our southern cities alone, so let's pull these guys.
At your command.
Actually, no, we don't need to.
Ready
We
for
can pull
orders.
these guys back to Neapolis. There we go.
To it, men.
Get to it, men.
Ready
Put
for
this
battle.
into a nothing stance. Let's go attack.
We hunger
Can we
for
recruit
battle.
mercenaries? We can. Let's just get all the way into the siege here.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Holy cow, man, look at that. They've got a lot of... I mean, the spearmen, they're gonna instantly die, right? We have cavalry to deal with the ranged units. How many ranged units? 80, 160 there. Another 240, so like 400. 600, 640. Maybe a little bit more. Should be pretty easy to deal with considering the fact that we have 3 units of equites. But I'm a bit worried about all this cavalry, so in order to deal with that, we'll
take
encircle.
this settlement for Rome.
We'll hire mercenaries and hire, honestly, 3 units of Italian spearmen, 1 extra cavalry. And let's just go forth with full-on engagement. Let's see how well we can pull this. I'm gonna quick save this because, I mean, I already started this not in Iron Man, so I might as well. Just in case, like, I'd rather not ruin this series because some tactical mistake. Either way, pretty close to an even force attacking each other. They are going to have the defensive upper hand, though. But considering the fact that the AI says that we should win this, I'm fairly certain that, like, this is going to be a wipe. Let's go ahead and just start deployment. Don't really care about the weather. right now at least. And let's look at our army, man. This was always my favorite part of Total War videos growing up, was watching people go over like the units. So some Veletes, very light missile infantry, decent, an upgraded form of our javelin throwers. So that's pretty decent. These are the Italian spearmen that we just picked up. They have spears, so they can help deal with the cavalry charges, of which the enemy has like a lot of cavalry, so they'll definitely be helping out a bit. Our first look at our equites. Let's give them a look over. Looks like they have spears and they are ready to charge in. I figured that they had swords, and I reckon they do, as a matter of fact. Right? Yeah, they'll probably pull the sword out once they engage in melee. Let's see what is here. Hastati units. Let's go look at our principes. That is going to be an exciting force to behold. More equites. Oh, that was actually the Italian cavalry. These are our equites. I think the equites are, yeah, they're way better. Look at them. We're on chainmail and stuff. These guys are ready to put up a fight. So I'm pretty happy about that. And our principes. These guys are very heavy melee infantry. Severely outclassing probably anything that the entire world has to offer right now in terms of melee infantry. So we're really, really in a good position because we're at war with everyone. But yeah, look at these dudes. They're all wearing chainmail. I don't think that there's anything that could put up a fight, maybe like Dossi and Falksman, but besides that, should be in a really good spot. And then finally our general unit, another very heavy spear infantry. Very heavy melee infantry, I think beats very heavy spear infantry though. But either way, let's get everyone formed up into ranks. Let's see. Let's just, I guess, aim for this main road here. Can try and do some urban combat, but that might not be the best idea. By urban combat, I mean like send forces way over here, forces over here, go down every single road. But if one unit gets caught out, then they're probably going to get wiped, so let's form up into our stereotypical Testudo. This is my favorite thing to do.
Orders understood.
And look at that. That is an army. And then right here we have our Triarii. And what you can imagine is, oops.
By your command.
By your command. What you can imagine is another, oh man, what's the button here? Hold up. Controls. Battle. There's a button. Increase rank, increase file. Control up and down. So I think it's control down.
Stand
Yes.
together.
What you can imagine is a total of 2 more of these units here on each side. That's going to be a pretty hefty block of soldiers. On top of that, our very back flank has access to square, so they can really hold like the side flanks from all sorts of different like flanking forces and stuff. So the Triarii, definitely the most flexible and very, very good. But instead we have mercenary Italian spearmen, so I guess these guys can kind of serve as filler for now. They don't have access to any
Orders understood.
special abilities or anything, which isn't great, but it's kind of whatever. Yeah, let's do this. Pretty decent chunk of soldiers here. In the very back is our Veletes, of course. And then in the very, very back, actually, you know what we could do is put equites on both sides. 2 equites on 2 different flanks. Very good. That is an army, I'd say. Let's start the battle, see what the enemy does. Hopefully, yeah, it looks like they're gonna form up
Look
here.
to the men who stand with you. Seek to match their deeds and their war-birthed nobility. What enemy will then stand against us if every man is a hero? Prepare for action.
Oof, man, if every man is a hero. That's pretty intense. Either way, let's move everyone. I should have had this more squared away.
Happy to serve Rome.
Just have them kind of charge over. I wonder how well the mercenary Italian cavalry is going to do in this battle. They're medium melee, and we have medium melee with our equites. Alrighty. So hopefully this battle goes off well. Let's zoom in on
Triarii.
commander here. What about near the front?
Right, men, close watch on those bastards!
I fight for a living, sir.
Dirty armor, and is that rust? You dare spoil my unit!
Oh wow, look at this. Very large cavalry force moving in. Looks like they were reinforcing. As a matter of fact, look, most of their army is. We should honestly try and
General!
get in here now. Let's move everyone up. Now. Move, men. We can't send the cavalry in because the enemy spearmen. Italian cavalry. Some medium melee, so that means they can stand the ground against our equites, so probably not the best idea to try and charge this. On top of that, they are commander units, so probably a bit outclassed with our equites. But in terms of their Italian cavalry, it's a totally even fight. That's why we brought the spears, though. Pope Licola. If these guys are running, yeah, they're running, man. That means that they're gonna be pretty tired by the time they show up. Honestly, let's just break every single unit.
Jupiter gives us strength. Proud Romans
Out of this
all.
dude. Let's just get there. Have them all run as well. This might not be the best idea because this fight might drag on for a while. But, I mean, I think it's pretty important that we try and get in here as quick as possible.
Understood. Principes!
Principes.
Velites.
Oh, come on.
Brave Romans to a man.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit slow-mo here and consider my position. The Velites. Let's move them on to here, perhaps. Let's go and move them here. Let's get all of our spearmen, move them here. The general, I guess we can leave him kind of here in the back. Hopefully out of harm's way. And let's leave the cavalry kind of on the outskirts of town, considering when is going to be the best moment to charge in on the enemy flank. Let's have them run around this side here. These guys, will have them kind of form rank and stand this way. Okay. What kind of sucks is the mercenary cavalry units are on the left flank, so we can't put the entire left force onto defensive testudo, but hopefully it's okay. What are these guys? Some Italian spearmen. They should be rather swiftly dealt with here. You know what, in hindsight, what I want to do is get this unit and this unit, and let's pull them back to here. Then let's get this unit and this unit, right? And let's drag them up into these gaps. So what's happening here is we're sending two Principes forward to help in this initial assault on the top of the hill here. Keeping some Hastati units back, just so that we can kind of like more easily punch through It looks like they do have some cavalry up here, so what I want to do as well is move in one of the mercenary spearmen. Have them get all the way to the front line. Just to serve as a pretty solid, like front line. Let's put these guys on guard mode for this moment. Oh no. Looks like we're getting charged on all flanks. Let's go ahead and pause. So we have this unit here, I believe, right? They're moving up. So these two guys are going to have to defend against all of this cavalry from this direction. But on top of that, I do want to get the 2 Histati units that I pulled back. You and you. And let's put them here as well. Beef up our forces a bit. That should be fine. Commander's gonna be just chilling, probably not engaging at all, unless things look rather dire. Looks like they are gonna pull ahead for some reason. My forces are a bit jumbled up, so let's go ahead and pull our Veletes back. Okay. This looks decent. I think I have stuff out of formation here though. So which ones are the correct ones? You guys. So let's pull everyone to here. Come on, run, men. Run into position. No. Oh yeah, it's fine. Just in time. So everything's looking pretty solid right now. Let's see what's going on here. Any other men that try to come forward are gonna get hit with a javelin. Yep. We are officially a thorn in the enemy side. Honestly, we should probably stay here for as long as possible. Keep our forces a bit clumped up. Their slingers are firing. These slingers over here are firing as well. Not great. Let's go ahead and have everyone move up a bit. Just a simple right click will guarantee that they're walking up at a walking pace. And then all together what I can do is hit backspace right whenever they get close to each other so that nobody's going to like overshoot the front line. Which wouldn't be great, right? Then looks like they're out to commit. Yep, they're committing to an attack, I think. There's just no way that this is ever going to work for them. They're charging into spears and heavy infantry, like, looks like they're doing a pretty decent initial charge, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Not a single one of our forces has died yet. Let's go ahead and, honestly, backspace you, backspace you, backspace you. It's funny, the Principes are just a little bit quicker, or a little bit slower. And backspace both of you guys. Wait until the spearmen are all the way into the front before we backspace them. Looks like the enemy's still trying to make their way through this thicket of spears. Not a great idea. We don't see the remaining forces, but I know they're somewhere. Let's put these guys on skirmish, just in case I'm, like, not paying attention. Oh, they don't have skirmish. Okay, I just gotta pay attention then. Spear unit is fully engaged. Let's have this Histach unit kind of break up into a square, have everyone get forward. Same thing with you guys. Same thing with you guys. Let's go ahead and pull up the general. Not a bad idea. Only losing a couple troops so far. I'm waiting for the moment to send the horsey boys around. We might not though, because they have a lot of cavalry. If the cavalry ends up charging in, then that'll be our moment, but kinda don't see that happening. These guys form up into a giant cluster ball as well. Same thing with you guys. Not too elongated, but one into a decent square. Let's go ahead and send these Principes to the front line here. Same thing with these Principes. Front line time. Fine with that. Triari, let's just go ahead and... Honestly, let's get these spearmen. Give them the perks. I don't want these guys to fire at anything, because they will be hitting our own troops. It looks like they are doing pretty decent at nailing their troops, but we don't want to... We don't want to hit our own troops quite that much. Looks like their cavalry is getting beaten up pretty hard here. They're probably all going to evaporate sometime very soon. What is this? Heavy skirmishers. That seems like a prime target for our cavalry. Let's go and send all of these veletes here. We'll have this force here, at least most of them, charge this way, and then we'll flank with the cavalry and our skirmishers, dealing a significant strike to the enemy. Looks like many of the cavalry is actually holding. Losing decisively though, so should be over pretty soon. Definitely having the Principes up here is definitely going to help out quite a bit. Very heavy infantry up against like mob units, yeah, like they just never stood a chance. Mercenary Italian spearmen, let's have them actually move forward here. Start dealing the casualties to them. Surprised this mob unit isn't like 100% giving up. That's kind of wild. Oh, here comes their reinforcements. Let's go and have these guys face the right direction. Okay, so that makes sense. It's a multi-tiered defense from the enemy. We have to climb through this spot into this spot. Slowly make our way forward. Should be completely a decisive victory. Like we're taking like no damage, which is pretty wild. Let's have the spear unit hit them. Have the spear unit hit them. Lots of people taking lots of fire though. Okay. Now the spear unit we're highlighting here, we can move them to this front line now. Because there's doesn't seem to be any more cavalry from this direction, right? Mob, levy slingers, kind of whatever. And so we'll use these guys to reinforce this flank here. It looks like cavalry is starting to consider it. Let's have everyone just backspace, stand still. Okay. Either way, this Italian spear unit, have them finish off this cavalry. Can the commander inspire them? No, not quite yet. Make sure our cavalry is all unmolested. Send these guys here. Actually, maybe just here. Don't give our position away too obviously. Our intentions. Enemy cavalry is moving up. Going to deal a decisive blow to their cavalry here. It's kind of foolish to even consider using them. You'd want to move your spears up and then flank around with your cavalry, right? Try and pick off, like, smaller forces. So as soon as we deal with this cavalry, let's have everyone just attack for a split second. Everyone move forward. Engage. Let's go ahead, inspire the spear unit, and move into the enemy cavalry. Okay, what I'm thinking is 2 Principes from this mob of soldiers, have them advance into this army. Just them. The rest of the Hastati units can move up into the like top of the hill here. Enemy force is fully dealt with. We can get this spearman, Stati, and I guess a Principe. Wait, these are 2 Principes, right? Principe, yes. So have them just kind of form rank here, and then get these 2 Principe units and form up ready to attack. Maybe let them regain some of their stamina a bit. They're fresh, I mean, I guess that's fine. But everyone else we want moving in over here. So as these Principe units are moving in, what we're going to want to do is honestly put them in attacking testudo. Put them up into a rather wide block here. Taking fire from slingers. Looks like it though. Gonna have them slowly advance all the way up. Once we're in charge range, we will go ahead and send it. Italian cavalry. Move in our Italian spearmen. Sound advice. Let's go ahead and put these guys in defensive testudo, just in case. It looks like they are taking a little bit of fire, but definitely don't want to take any fire if we can manage. The spearmen are starting to die, but that's one unit that I really don't care about. Like, it's fine if they all die. This mob unit is literally still holding on. That's kind of crazy. Go ahead and move on up then. Let's have the Valetes move to this flank here and bring the cavalry into a poised position. Have them form up into a flying wedge. Very solid. This should get dealt with pretty significantly. I'm going to take these boys out of attacking testudo, have them stay charge into the spearmen. So unless something catastrophic happens, this should be a very rough fight for the enemy. I would really like to take care of these slingers here. What kind of sucks is that... Oh, stop, man. Stop. Everyone stop. They're not in squares. They're like charging in like a rectangle. The spearhead of this rectangle is going to get surrounded, which really sucks, so I'm going to have them kind of reforge up and reform up into ranks here. Let's get these guys to... Honestly, let's do this. You guys charge here. You guys charge here. So let's go ahead and make sure these guys don't have fire at will turned on. Let's put them both on skirmish mode. Come check out this front. Things are still doing alright. Still taking minimal casualties. Very, very good. Cavalry unit taking fire. Never a good sign. We can have all these guys just wipe up these dudes here. Take them out of flying wedge. Don't really need it anymore. Move these dudes to here. None of the fronts should be in any trouble. These other two positions over here. So we're going to completely deal with these enemies here. Put them back in flying wedge. Everyone get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. And charge into the enemy rear. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I clicked on the wrong unit. Oof, man. Instantly causing a massive cave-in. Let's go and pull the Equites out of battle then. Looks like we don't even need to use the Valetes. Pull all of our cab to here. Let's make sure all the cavalry gets out. Enemy forces. That mob unit is still in the battle. That's kind of wild. Holding a bit too many forces, like urban combat, but come on. These Equites, every single one of them survived. That's kind of gnarly. My mouse keeps doing this thing. When I scroll back, it like snaps forward. It's kind of annoying. Anyways, let's go ahead and start hitting these guys. That is a significant amount of javelins coming their way. They're like completely out of options here. They can't engage our ranged units, they'll just run. They can't engage our melee units, they'd lose anyways, but they'll get shot in the back if they do. Units are pulling off some pretty exceptional skirmishing tactics. Lots of flank fire going on. It looks like these guys are going to be caught out though. So let's pull them back. Let's pull them back. Let's pull them back. Run. Actually, oh no, these Valetes are going to evaporate, man. I don't care. Everyone run. Principes break through. Okay, this is the moment we take some actual casualties here. $108. I mean, we didn't lose that many, but still, definitely sucks to take a punch like that. What are you guys doing? Move, run. Even more are dying. Somewhere around a quarter of them are dead, which isn't great. Looks like the captain's stuck in the middle of this too. I reckon we'll be okay. Let's consider sending these guys to the extreme way over here. Oh man. Valetes were bait. It's okay. But besides this Valete unit and the mercenaries, I mean, look how healthy our army is. We're doing like really, really good right now. Honestly, I should have put all these dudes in Testudo a long time ago. But I think it's okay. Mercenary Cav giving up. Could just do an all-out assault here. Which I think is what we're going to do as soon as we break through these two units. Charge. No. start moving forward. This is a spear unit. It's going to be kind of sad. It is. They're cutting off that whole direction from us. Oh no, Letty. Get out of the battle, man. Sorry if that's kind of annoying, but keeping doing like the sprint movement, like run, it's gonna make the unit kind of never stop moving. So I guess we can see, even though like I changed direction and stuff, like the units are always moving. So it's gonna help you get like troops out of sticky situations a little bit quicker. Let's go ahead and attack their flank side. We're dealing such a good attack to us. What is kind of nice is that our Veletes, even though they were engaged upon, never wavered, which is pretty cool to see. Let's go and have these guys just take over the square. Everyone flood forth. Let's get the general, move him up, I reckon. Right up into the thick of it. Alrighty. Oh no. Quit firing. Let's have these guys come take this corner here. Have the Veletes follow. I mean, we could come and smash this unit here. In doing so, it would free up this entire left flank. Not sure though. Have to consider our position carefully. Oh, these guys are in defensive testudo. That's what I call them. Of course. We're getting held back. Everyone's stopping us. So let's hit backspace. Keep everything how it is. None of these units will be able to effectively deal with our heavy infantry there. Looks like they're sending forth, ooh, the noble cavalry. If they end up perishing, then this will be a pretty good move. Pretty good moment for us. Let's send all of our spears to specifically target them. What we can even do is maybe even send... Nah, we'll just leave the general right here in the middle of things. And we will inspire just a random unit. Oh no, they have an entire second noble with them, right? Yes. What is this? Let's have a single Principe come down this road here. And begin an engagement. And then let's send the other Principe unit to here to hold off offenders. While we get our two Veletes. And have them start chucking their weapons. Chucking their weapons at the enemy. As soon as this Principe rounds this corner and spooks the Italian spearmen, we're going to evaporate the enemy. Oh, this is a commander as well. But we'll deal swift blow to them. These Principes here are fresh and melee combat even. They must be taking a lot of fire, which isn't great. Levy slingers, yep, they're probably low on ammo, I'd reckon, at this point. So let's start dealing with them. Let's actually send this Principe all the way into just straight up engage them. The Veletes, have them engage these guys here. Everyone else, what are you? Hastati, charge, you charge, you charge, you charge, you charge. Okay, this entire force here should be dealt with pretty soon. Let's go ahead and get all of you guys charged to here. Levy skirmishers. Hopefully we can deal with them. Italian cavalry fleeing the scene, that'd be a terrifying moment right here. It's like you just see your nobles running for their lives and now you're being chased down. Pretty intense. no, this isn't good. This Principe unit might take a beating here. Let's go ahead and get our cavalry, send them on over to this road. That way, guys. Here. Who is this giving up? A spear unit? Why? Combat even. They must have been charged a bit. Let us finally, hopefully, we're not going to make it in time. Spear units moving in. And just like that, that flank is evaporated. Very, very good to see. Let's move these guys kind of way over here, somewhere extreme. Yep, that's a good angle they're going with. But I would want to try and deal with all their levy skirmishers before their spears got here, but definitely not going to happen. The Principes are gonna hopefully hold up here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on them. I think that because the horse units are a bit higher up, there's like a much higher chance that we'll miss our own front line and hit theirs because they're spears, right? Or they're cavalry up on horses. So we are dealing decisive blow to their commander. Very good to see. Let's have these guys form here and then charge right into this Italian spear unit's flank. Looks like we're killing their captain. It's pretty good. Everyone move forward. Everyone go. That mob unit, I cannot believe it. How absolutely wild. And just like that, those guys are dealt with. Backspace, have everyone chill out for a second. Have the Principes form here. And let's have these Veletes start dealing with these skirmishers here. Let's actually put these guys in attacking testudo. And let's move them only right here. Which way are they facing? I can't figure which way they're facing. It looks like we are just gonna straight up get engaged on, so I guess they just wanted to die. Either way, these guys are poised for an attack. Still not losing too many troops, doing pretty decent. Let's watch this charge from nearly the front line here. Should be a really good charge. Ye old hammer and anvil. They're like, oh no. That unit gives up. There's no way they don't. We'll just leave them in melee because, like, there's just no way that they're not going to give up after that. That's actually kind of crazy. They kind of are still standing pretty well. Start hitting the front line here. Oh man, these Principes are getting beat up here. Not great. Kinda have no options to go help them either. No, what are you guys doing? Get out of there. What? Why would you go and engage in melee? So these Veleta units are done. Let's pull them all the way out of the city. These guys still have ammo though. Okay, so we did end up dealing with them all. Let's send these Principes to reinforce this front line here. As a matter of fact, what I kind of want to do is leave these Equites to... actually, it's the Mercenary Cav. Leave them to just kind of clean up the enemy spear units. If there are any around left. Yeah, there's a lot left. Shattered. They've been shattered. And they have over half their force. Okay, this is the moment, I believe. Well, up when you're flying wedge. We can wipe out these levy slingers. Wedge, get ready for it. We'll wait for the right moment. How necessary were spearmen, an extra cavalry unit? I'm not too sure, but it was nice to guarantee that their cavalry couldn't really do much to us. So let's send forth all the spearmen. Here comes the equites. Hopefully to deal a pretty decisive blow. Are we shooting our own men in the back? I have a feeling we are, honestly. Oof, man, half of this unit is dead. Let's go ahead and backspace. I don't trust him. Hopefully the equites can get into help out here. Nowhere for you guys to run. Let's get these guys, have them squash those skirmishers. This unit's doing alright now. Let's go ahead and zoom in and watch. Oh no, where are those spears going? Oof, they're killing some of my equites. We really need these Principes to get up into the fight. Ooh, the equites are taking some damage here. This isn't great. I think we'll be okay though. It's like they did end up squashing that skirmisher unit. Let's pull them back, get them ready for another cycle charge. Skirmisher is completely getting ran over. Very nice to see. Let's go and pull these equites out of harm's way. Right here. Okay. Principes, about half the troops in this unit died, but I'd say it's tremendously worth. Let's get these guys all ready for another big charge. As long as we're not getting surrounded by spearmen, we're in a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and grab some Principes. Not spearmen, but more Principes. Have them charge forward. If we can get across this field, we'll be in a really good spot then. I don't know if they'll be able to push through the cavalry though. I want these guys all formed up into their ranks, not disorganized like this, so that they can get a good charge into this flank here. Where are the spearmen? Why are they not engaging this? Let's get every single unit. Have them charge over here. Equites seems stuck. Yeah, screw it, charge. They're already in their flying wedge, so should be decent regardless. Bam, pretty good charge, I'd say. Sending ripples all the way to the front of their formation. Second charge coming in, it looks like. Maybe. Kind of got blocked up there. And here comes... Is this them? Yes, the Principes. Charge forward, men. Have all the equites. Pull them back. We'll say go out here. But then we'll have them cycle back in once we've completely disengaged. Hastati units, get over here. Fight them. Principes, move. More Principes, move. More Hastati, move. Definitely don't want their spearmen onto our equites. Oh, here comes the inevitable defeat for the enemy. Have them charge, kill these guys, have these guys, kill these guys, have these guys. Go into melee, get in there. Just start selecting troops to go chase stuff down. Continue.
Melee horsemen!
Melee horsemen. Actually, no. You guys go here. Honestly, I'm gonna keep the mercenaries just out of here. I'd rather get all the kills onto our Equites, level them up a bit. Just these guys. Go here. Alrighty. What a sound victory for us. Hopefully we're not running over our own men. We might be. Whoa. Looks like someone just absolutely went flying. Watch the numbers, make sure no one's accidentally getting killed. Yeah, one Principe unit got a little smashed, but besides that, very decisive victory. Kind of scout around the periphery, see if there's any forces that we can chase down. Kind of doesn't look like it.
Equites! Attack that position! Jupiter gives us strength.
Alrighty. And let's just go into the sped up fast forward. Watch as the enemy forces whittle to nothing. Very, very good. I'd say that's probably enough killing for one day, so let's go ahead and quit this battle. And we're good. Wow, look at that. 2,700 kills and we didn't even lose 500 troops. Very, very good. The spearmen, of course, they're dealing lots of damage because all of the cavalry that they were dealing with. So they did a pretty decent chunk of the fighting, but the Principes, look at that, 200, 300 troops here. Equites is doing pretty good too, but it was a sound defeat for the enemy. Decisive victory. All this leveling up, very good to see. Let's occupy.
Commander.
Commander.
At
Let's
your
go ahead and get rid
command.
of our mercenaries. Can disband you guys. Cool. So now we own Alalia. Make sure nothing weird's going on with it. Looks like everything's good. What is nice is that they actually have a Field of Mars here, meaning that it has a garrison of 2 Hastati units, right? On top of that, oh, even 2 more units. Some raiding Amelia? Something weird. And then the garrison here, so Alalia should be well defended, even with nothing nearby. Doesn't look like there's any troops in the north, so we're good there. What is this? The Dalmatier. They can almost get to Arminum, but I think we'll be alright. Brundisium defended. Looks like maybe the Griffin's Grace from Macedon might try and make a move, but hopefully we'll be in a pretty good spot soon. Let us go ahead and check technology real quick. Enables settlement gates to pour boiling oil, all regions, so that's nice. Siege tower. If you cannot go through a fortress wall, go over it, and in style. Okay, so when we're besieging, we don't take as much damage. -1 siege holdout time, so that's good. Once we get here and our commanders have the siege leader traits, then we'll be able to siege down foreign forces, like foreign towns, like very, very, very quickly. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, though. Made a lot of progress. I really like playing Total War. But I guess right before I do that, let's do one last hurrah. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully it's not a battle. If it is, then I'm just going to save the game and quit out. But if there's no battle on this turn, which I really doubted.
Commander.
Look at that. Army was destroyed. No commanders left. But let's hit play and see how things turn out, and then we'll start the next episode right here. And it looks like the enemy wants to come back for seconds. But the thing is that we're in defensive here, so I mean, we can just fight this on the battlefield, right? Honestly, we don't need to control a large army, just our main forces, so go and fight this on the battlefield. This should be a fairly swift victory, so. Hopefully their cavalry just straight charges in, and we don't really have to contend anything else. I mean, considering the fact that let's get our two strongest Principes, have them. Actually, you know what? Let us instead get. Oh, we don't have spearmen now. Okay, Principes it is. Two Principes right here. Get our commander, our general, put him in square formation and have him hang out right here in the center-ish. Hopefully that's good. Get these three guys. G again. Two Principes here. All the Hastati can hang out here. All these extra forces, just have them there. I guess we can throw them kind of in one flank. Seems alright. Velites, okay. 120. This 80. Let's get these two Principes back. Have these guys instead, have them here. And the Equites. We'll put them, kind of try and hide them behind this building here. Let's go and hit play. Go and fast forward, see how the enemy wishes to enable this fight here. Let's go ahead, just go charge down their skirmishers. Hopefully they take the bait. Under missile fire, you better make your decision soon. Going for the all-out offense. Guess that works. Put these guys in guard mode, put them noble cavalry in the back. Guard mode means that they won't actively move forward. Put these guys backspace, have them actually get out of range. Choose all of our Equites, send them here.
Brave Romans to a man.
Kill their noble cavalry. And there goes all their noble cav. Now these guys focus on the spearmen now. And have all of our Equites come evaporate the skirmishers. And we'll get ready to backspace all of these units. So that they're not firing on our own men. While they're running, they should all die here. Yeah, jeez, it's not like a machine gun. Continue, chase them all down, pick up every last kill. Pretty easy victory. I don't even think we lost a troop, honestly. Maybe just some missile fire, but go ahead and let them wipe up the remaining forces. And there we go. In battle. We used 9, but they only killed 4, so a bit of friendly fire in there, but it looks like the cavalry and 1 ranged kill, so kind of whatever. We let some forces get away. I probably could have chased a little bit more, but I guess it's fine. Oh, it looks like cavalry got away, so and this mercenary cav at that, so it's kind of whatever. Siege tower is complete, very nice. Rampant piracy, call of the sea, +2 fleet recruitment capacity. Pirate hunting, I'd rather do the hunted. Increase in rank, Lucius Cornelius Scipio, our general. Spy levels up. Household optio. Cavalry morale upon recruitment. Quartermaster, replenish rate for all units. Let's check our borders. It looks like the Dalmatier are trying to move in, but the thing is that they can't really. Like, they're not going to be able to take Brandisium with a general unit alone. Arminum is being threatened as well now by these troops here. What are these? What is this? Enemy transports. That's not good. Some Greeks moving in. Even more Greeks here from Athens. Or is that a transport? No, it's a fleet. Enemy fleet. Enemy fleet. Okay, so these 3 fleets here, don't need to worry about them at all. We do need to worry about these guys, but if they land on this beach here, oh no, they will be able to move in on the next turn.
Ready for battle.
Things are kind of getting sketchy, but I think we can do like an overall shift. Watch this. We'll get the troops in Neapolis, send them to Arminum. What is this? It's a transport. So we'll get troops from Neapolis, send them here.
To it, men.
Get these troops from here, send them to Neapolis.
To your duties, men.
Put them in forced march
Get moving,
and
you wretches.
let them get there. So it doesn't look like anything can quite make it into our Brundisium, so we're good there. And honestly, how long is it going to take? 4 turns. We cannot afford to wait 4 turns, so let's go check out stuff. Logistics would be good, but let's do siegecraft. -1 siege holdout time. Very good. Siegecraft. Okay. So, how many troops are in Carthage? Not many. These fleets can come take Alalia though, which kind of sucks, so maybe it'd be in my best interest to try and raise a navy here. Decimus Junius Brutus, let's see what his skills are. Decimus Junius Brutus. Pudicita. Modesty in becoming. Is a becoming trait in beautiful women and Romans in high office. Nice. So, -2% construction cost nearby. Praetorian Guard, he gains an extra cunning. Guess that's fine. Siege Expert. When besieging. So, I mean, it's kind of whatever. He's totally adequate, I'd say. Yeah, totally adequate guy for a new general position. So let us go ahead and do that. Raise fleet. So that's going to cost 0, so we'll take that one. Let's recruit, I guess, 2 raiding Moelia, however you pronounce that. And before we do that, actually, let's put them in the city. And then raise the forces from in here. So with that, I believe we can push for Corrales. 2 turns until we siege. Should be able to take it fairly easily. If we can't, then of course we'll do the longer siege. Either way, we'll be in a pretty good spot.
Ready for battle. Ready for
So there's all of that. And even if there wasn't a battle the next turn, I'm still going to go ahead and end this episode here. It was a lot of fun. A lot of sieging going on, a lot of battles. Pulled off like 4 or 5 battles in this episode. 3 or 4. I think it was quite 5. But either way, really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with me playing some more Total War, or just really any other strategy game, be sure to subscribe. Peace.